Both had that thing in the voice. When Nelson Mandela would speak, a room would silence. You could feel the energy. I believe that every person, regardless of the color of their skin, should have equal rights, and they may never be taken again. For those who would seek to oppress, I say to you, never and never again. And the people would lose their minds. And the people would feel the chills because he had that thing. Like Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was destined for greatness because of that voice. He could not be a normal man with a voice like that. You can't do normal things with that voice. You are destined for greatness. You can't just be running around in the streets and a Kit Kat, please. No. No. It's so unique. You can't be silly. What are you making? Prank phone calls? Who the hell is this? I'm not telling you. It just doesn't work. I remember when Nelson Mandela was still alive, and he would tell jokes at press conferences and events, and no one would laugh. Because everyone thought a man who had been in jail for 27 years couldn't make a joke. And yet he still did. He still kept what was him. But it was partly because of that voice. He would tell the joke and it would just sound too epic for people to laugh. Everything he did, you know, it'd just be like, knock, knock. He'd be like, let him in, let him in. No, no, no. You must say, who's there? He is so right. We've always got to ask, who's there? Who's here? Who are we? Oh my God. I don't complain anymore. You know, I genuinely don't. Because I've learned you complain everywhere in the world. Like when you travel, you realize how many people complain everywhere in the world. South Africa seems like we're crashing until you go to other places and they seem like they're crashing. I went to the UK. You think the UK is having a fantastic time. South Africans are like, oh, that's my dream. That's my dream. That's my dream if I can just go to the UK. Oh, the UK. Oh, wonderful place. Oh, I just need to go there. The motherland. Oh, just to touch the ground of my home. Oh, so it's not that great. People in the UK are suffering. They're having their own poverty. Old people are dying because they can't put in their heaters during the winter. This is what's happening in the UK, the Great Britain. People are suffering all over the world. In America, they're complaining. They're going, there's racism at the highest level, segregation, black people being shot by police. People are complaining everywhere. I go, we have our problems. At least I understand them. At least I understand. I don't complain, you know. I'm not saying people shouldn't complain. People will complain. People, like white people will always complain. We know this, you know. No, and this is because white people are good at complaining. You have it in your blood. You see it from white people. Like when they're born, they have it. Like white babies don't cry the same. Other babies are crying like, White babies are like, why? 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 White people have it in their blood. It's part of who white people are. And it's just the thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just a thing, you know. White people are so good at complaining. They've got different techniques of complaining. It's not just one style of complaining. Some of them will complain on Facebook. You know, some of them will complain on 702. My favorite type of complaining white people do is the silent complaint. That's my favorite. The silent breathing complaint. That's the best one ever. Yeah. Where they just breathe out really hard. I love that. You see them everywhere just doing that. The best is it almost multiplies by more than what it is when two of them see each other. That's it, like it becomes a powerful thing. I don't even understand what that is. Why do you breathe out your anger? That's all white people. That's why Cape Town is so windy. It's just so many white people at the same time. That's all it is. But I've learned people complain overseas. I understand. Everyone complains. You know what I hate though? Is when someone complains about my country. I hate that more than anything in the world. Yeah. Because you know what? There may be problems, but it's my country. As my mom always said, this is my I'll solve it myself. That's how I work. Because I was in the UK and this guy, we had a conversation. Started nicely and then took a left turn. In the middle of the conversation, he goes, yeah, that's really interesting. But you know what your problem is, Trevor? You know what your problem is in South Africa? Yeah? You know what your problem is? I said, no, but you'll tell me, won't you? So yeah, I'll tell you, Trevor. I'll tell you what your problem is. In South Africa, you've got too much crime. That's the problem. Too much bloody crime. Yeah, crime and vuvuzelas. That's your problem. That's a crazy, he didn't even pause when he said crime and in the same sentence. Crime. He didn't walk away. He didn't go like, crime, that's the problem. Oh, you know what? And no, he went crime and vuvuzelas. Like in equal measure, these are the plagues of our nation. Like every day we battle crime and like mothers are seeing their children leave the house going, Temba, be careful of the crime. Nama vuvuzela, yezwa? Look after yourself, boy. It made it sound like every day in South Africa, people are getting shot randomly in the streets. They're like, hey! Crime and really? And vuvuzelas? When the hell did the vuvuzela become the most hated instrument in the world? I don't understand how this happened. I don't understand how we allowed this to happen as South Africans. We just bowed down to the world. They're like, oh, the vuvuzela horrible. We're like, we're sorry. So no, I will not. I stand up for my vuvuzela. You know why? We don't have a vuvuzela problem. We never had a vuvuzela problem. Because before 2010, there was no vuvuzela problem. After 2010, we haven't had a vuvuzela problem since, yeah. During the World Cup, we didn't have a vuvuzela problem. We had a foreigners blowing vuvuzela problem. That's what we had. In South Africa, we should have a thing where you have to have a license to blow vuvuzela. You can't just come here not knowing vuvuzela etiquette, blowing it randomly. The English fans, the Spanish fans, middle of the day, there they are, 9 a.m. What are you doing? It's so much fun. It's wrong. What are you doing? It's fun. But it's my dad's funeral. Yeah, but still, it lightens the mood, doesn't it? We'll miss him. Like, what the hell are you doing? These guys blew vuvuzela. Then the world was like, oh, South African vuvuzela. No, South African vuvuzela in the wrong hands. That's what it is. That's what it is. Vuvuzelas don't make noise. People with vuvuzelas make noise. It's the wrong people. You know who should be blowing vuvuzelas? Qualified, skilled practitioners. Chiefs and pirate supporters. That's who should be blowing vuvuzelas. Because there's never a problem with them. You watch them at those games. You watch them. There's always one guy in a corner. One guy. A mysterious man. You don't know where he's from, nor where he's going. He almost just pitches up in the stadium by himself. And there he is with his vuvuzela. He's got those little mining hats that they've designed. You know, his uniform is like the Pirates logo, but it's painted on his stomach. He doesn't wear a shirt. And you know those stomachs that are hard, but it doesn't look fat. It looks like it's full of confidence. And those guys stand there and they blow their vuvuzelas in the corner by themselves. It is the sexiest thing you've ever seen. That vuvuzela will speak to you. That guy's just there in the corner. It's so sexy. You watch that guy standing there looking like a Zulu Kenny G. Just, oh. How are you going to hate on the vuvuzela? That's the best instrument in the vuvuzela is us. That's the sound of Africa. That's what I picture out on the Serengeti. On one of those like National Geographic shows. David Attenborough commentating. And as you look out, far into the distance of the African bushveld, you can vaguely make out the silhouette of the South African vuvuzela. The male vuvuzela is a stunning creature. And it is mating season now. He has roamed for kilometers searching for the perfect mate. He has found her. The two vuvuzelas slowly begin the mating ritual.
female is impressed. She assumes the position as the male slowly mounts her, and they begin procreation. The male is finished. He slowly moves away from the female. She seeks out for his approval and affection. He just wants to sleep.
Are you gonna hate on the vuvuzela? I love that.
Hey there, thanks for watching. Now, all I need you to do is click on that little circle on your screen. Yeah, that one. Oh, yeah, just like that. Hold on. Yeah, click. Nice.
You guys love your sports out here. I've never seen more focus put on sports anywhere else in the world. Americans love their sports back to front. You analyze them, you worship them, you watch the game before the game, you watch the game after the game. You talk about what might happen in the game, you talk about what's happening in the game, and then you talk about what happened in the game and what could have and might have but didn't happen in the game. It's just the craziest thing I've seen in my life. It's all about statistics. Have you seen sports in America? Non-stop. Guys just come out there. There's no time for smiles or anything. Just come out. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to it. It's the 2012 Miami Heat up against the OKC. This is the greatest final we've been waiting for in the NBA Finals. LeBron James leading his team out here, averaging 30 points, double-double every single game, 10 points per game just in assists alone. This man is just something else. 90% from the free throw line. He's just gone in. He's statistically gotten better. His team coming in with more. Chris Bosh coming in with more assists. Really doing well in the last game. Just like, wow. Numbers, stats. You guys know everything, every stat. Well, I mean, he's got 4 out of 5, and I mean, if you look at that statistic alone, it looks like he should be getting forward. He should be, and then it's just crazy. You know everything, and then you switch over to like your business channels and your economy, and you're like, what's happening in the economy this year, Bob? Well, nobody knows. I mean, nobody knows. Yeah. We thought the housing market was coming up, but it wasn't. But hey, I mean, that's the economy. You never know, right? You never know. What about stocks? Well, I guess stocks, they're up and down. I don't really know. They're up and down. They could go anywhere. It's those are stocks. We don't know. But the sports, you need to flip that around. You need to forget the statistics in the economy. Just relax in your sports. Have fun. That's the sports I watch, is relax, like soccer. I'm a huge fan of soccer, Yeah. Oh, there's some fans here. I love soccer. It's chilled. You hear it in the commentators when a game is being played. There's no statistics at all. Game starts off, the whistle blows, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this majestic match. It's Spain playing against Germany. Oh, and what a wonderful day it is. Look at the crowd, really excited. Oh, and the atmosphere is amazing. Wonderful weather. And the guys are just like, oh, yeah, John, you can feel it. The players look great. It's wonderful. What do you think is going to happen today, Martin? Oh, nobody knows. I can't even remember the last time I saw a game this good. Americans will remember. Americans will go back to the finest statistic. The last time a black man scored using his left hand, jumping over a mixed race, half Indian, was in 1967 when they're like, what? This is madness. It's all about action in the sports as well, as much action as possible. That's all about action in America. You guys are so action-focused, you will take the ball away from the other team if they do not give you enough action. I've never seen that in my life. That's a horrible way to bring people up. You just go to the other team, you go, hey, you guys, you take the ball. and you've got 24 seconds to get the ball in that net. 24 seconds! And if you don't do it, we're going to give the ball to the other team. You hear me? We're going to give the ball to the other team. Yeah, we know there's a lot of black guys. You try to get past them. That's up to you. Go! 24 seconds later, bah! You guys, you try. All about action, you know? Because America's different. It's different from the rest of the world. And you don't really know how different America is, though, until you get here. That's the one thing I will say. You know, you think you know. But then when you land in America, in your airports, that's when you know this place is different. Because American airports, unlike airports everywhere in the world, which have a certain level of joy and just all-around happiness, American airports, they're like concentration camps. It's just, you know, it's just people walking barefoot in single file. Oh, it's no joke. There's even signs that say no jokes. You know, and you're like, really? It's just insane. You walk through those airports and you have to do things in American airports you don't do anywhere else in the world, you know? Like you have to take your shoes off. Your shoes come off. And you don't know this as a foreigner, but they don't care. They're like, you, take your shoes off. I'm like, my what? Your shoes, take them off. Like, why? For safety, sir. I'm like, I'm keeping them on for your safety, my friend. You don't do this anywhere. I remember flying into Dubai one year, and as we get into the airport, this woman, an American woman, started taking off her shoes and those guys. I mean, you must understand, when you're in the Middle East as a woman, you're already a sin. And now to be taking your clothes off in public, these guys lost their mind. They were just like, Hilary, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yo, what are you doing? She's like, I'm taking my clothes off. They were like, no, what are you doing? She's like, I'm taking them off. Why are you taking your clothes off? She's like, so the machine works. She's like, no, this is a machine, not your husband. You don't need to get naked. Put your clothes on and walk through, you whore. You don't do it anywhere else. But then you come out here, you have to take off your shoes and you have to take your jacket off to walk through the metal detector. And they are mean about it. They will shout to you. They're like, you, take it off. And you don't know what to take off. You don't take it off anywhere else, so you don't know what to take off. So you're like, you, take it off. Take what off? Take it off, sir. Take what off? Take it off now. What? Your clothes. Take them. My clothes? And now you're standing there, this man shouting at you, telling you to take your clothes off. You feel like a child in a Catholic church. It's horrible. It's just, you're just standing there. I mean, I understand the need for security, but they don't need to shout at you. At least, if they tried to be nice, maybe if they chanted instead of shouting, instead of take it off, if they were like, take it off, you'd be like, yeah, woo, security, safe and sexy. They don't. This is a harrowing experience as you come in. And the worst is when you have to go through passport control. Oh, as Americans, you don't feel the pain. But as a foreigner, it's a whole different game. As Americans, you walk through to the U.S. citizens line. And they welcome you back. Like you on some secret mission. And you're just like, welcome home, sir. You know? When you're a foreigner, you have to wait in a super long line, and then they tease you. The line goes right to the front, and then it comes back, and it comes back, and you finally get there, and you have to wait for that, and they're standing there, and the guys are like, sir, come on, sir, step forward, step forward, sir, step forward, forward, back, behind the line, sir, back, get back, sir, get back. It's the stress. You're standing there, and now you have to answer questions. Horrible, like you don't understand. It's the stress, Standing there and you don't want to get any of the questions wrong, because just like school, they'll send you back. So you stand there and you have to answer them into a microphone that's placed strategically low, almost so that you have to bow to the American as you answer every question of his. I ask you these questions you feel like you know the answers to, but when you're there, I just handed the man my passport, to which he replied, is this you? Never before have I felt so much pressure to look like myself. I was like, I was younger then. It's horrible. And then he starts rattling them off. It's your first time in the United States of America, sir?
Yes.
Your first time, sir, is that correct?
Yes.
Sir, what is the duration of your visit out here?
I'm going to be here for 6 months.
6 months, sir? Is that correct?
Yes.
Sir, what is the purpose of your visit in the United States of America?
I'm here for holiday.
Holiday, sir?
Yes.
Which one?
My one.
Could you elaborate, sir?
Holiday.
Yeah, what do you mean holiday, sir?
You know, like holiday, like, woo, woo, woo. Yeah, holiday. Woo, yeah. Holiday.
You mean vacation, sir?
Battery. Yes, of course.
Hey there, thanks for watching. Now, all I need you to do is click on that little circle on your screen. Yeah, that one. Oh, yeah, just like that. Hold on. Yeah, click. Nice.
It's crazy. I'm loving it. Living the American life, trying to do it. It's crazy. You know, so I had to learn how to drive out here, which was fun. To get a car, obviously, which I just almost couldn't get. You have to fill out forms, and then they want your credits. And in America, credits is very important. I don't understand the concept. I'm in the car dealership, and there's this Asian gentleman helping me. We're going through the forms, and he says, "So how long have you lived in America for?" I said, I haven't lived here for long. He said, "Oh, this not good for you. This not good for you." I said, "What do you mean?" He says, "No, you cannot lease car in America unless you've been here a long time, because then you don't have credit, okay? You don't." I said, "Well, I've got the money to pay for it." He said, "Yeah, that's not the point, okay? That's not the point. In America, okay, in this country, we want credit, okay? Our country focus on credit. If you got good credit, you can buy anything. We don't care about money. We want credit." I said, "Well, credit is the assumption that you can pay back the money." He's like, no, that don't count here, okay? In our country, you have good credit, you can buy anything, okay? You got good credit. And he's like, our country. And I was like, look, I hate to be rude, but when you say our country, do you mean our because you live here now, or our because the Chinese own it? And he was like, it's a bit of both, okay? Yeah, but no credit for you, no car. Okay, goodbye. I had to just buy myself a car, you know, this horrible thing, drive around. And that's the worst thing, driving in America, wow. On the other side of the road, you feel like a rebel, you know, until you see the other cars coming, and then it's not so much fun. You know how many times I did that, just going to the wrong side? And don't trust movies. It's not easy to do that whole thing. No, people don't just drive, and no, they stop. They just look at you and go, "What are you doing?" In the movies, you drive past. "What are you doing?" Aren't you supposed to? No, they don't drive. They just wait for you to turn around, and the street is so small. You're doing one of those turns, just watching them in your shame, just like it's horrible. I had to practice for months. It was the worst. I remember I drove into a street once. I thought I'd learned. It had been months. I'd been doing it well, and then I turned into the wrong way, and I saw this little old Asian lady driving towards me, and I was like, "No!" And there was nobody else, so I swerved the car around. I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Yeah, hero!" And I drove, and there were 50 cars coming this way. And I was like, "You bitch!" And I told my friend the story. I told him this. I was like, "Oh, this is what happened." And he was like, "Oh, that's so funny, man. That's so funny." And he's like, "Who was driving the car?" I said, "A little old Asian lady." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, you can't say that, man. You can't say that." I said, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, you can't say she's Asian." I said, "Why not?" He's like, "Yeah, because that's racist." I said, "What, that she's Asian?" He's like, nah, if she's a bad driver and you say she's Asian, that's racist. I said, "So let me get this straight. Asians are not allowed to be called bad drivers? Is this not racism in itself? Everyone else is allowed the world of bad drivers. But if I'm driving on the freeway behind an Asian person and they're swerving around, and I go, 'This bad driver, you drive like crap,' And I pull up next to them. I'm like, oh, no, sorry. You're not a bad driver. You're just Asian. I'm sorry. Racism in itself. It's madness. So now what I had to do was get around using a GPS, you know. Decided to get one of those. First, I tried to be a cheapskate. I thought, oh, get a phone with a GPS. That was a horrible mistake. Bought myself one of those iPhones with Siri. Oh, your assistant, she talks to you. She listens to you. If you're American, she doesn't understand one word I say. I don't understand why. I speak English, and they're talking to her. Doom, doom. She's like, what do you need? I'm like, Siri, please call Peter. You want pizza? No, cancel. Siri, I need Peter. You want pizza? No, Siri, I want pizza, not pizza. You want pizza? No, Siri, what's going on here? You want to, Siri, you're not making sense. Siri, are you having an attitude with me? You tell me. I don't know what the hell is going on here. Siri, just listen to me. I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Siri, just, bitch. Dialing mom. What the hell? This is horrible. I had to buckle down and buy myself a real GPS to get me around, which has been working like a charm. If you don't have a GPS, you get yourself one. It's the best thing you'll ever do. Just don't make the mistake I made and buy it from Craigslist. I bought one off Craigslist, and the guy who sold it to me didn't tell me that it was a Spanish language GPS, which was not so good. I didn't understand anything she says. Look, I still get around because the arrows are in English, thank God. But otherwise, it was just horrible. And I hated it the first few days, and then I fell in love with her. She's just, you know, I don't understand why more Americans don't speak Spanish. It's such a sexy language. I'm sitting there, and like all the men in here, you want to feel like a man. You get yourself a Spanish GPS. Oh no, you don't understand. Traffic never sounded sexier. It's just like, I just punch in random destinations and she guides me around. She's like, dum dum. Sigue tocando que para conocí. En 200 metros sería la de la cha. And I'm just like, oh shucks, Tom Tom. You say that all the time. This is sexy, you know? She guides me around. It's beautiful. I love that. I'm going to learn Spanish because of that. Spanish has gone up my list. I had a few languages in Spanish. Spanish was like 6th language. I spoke 4 languages in South Africa, and then the 5th language was going to be Japanese, and then Spanish was, but now Spanish has gone up. Japanese I've had to pause because of the earthquake. There's not that many of them traveling now, so it's sad. There's no one now. Just like walk around the streets, just, you know. But Spanish has gone up. Because I was getting good at Japanese, don't get me wrong. I was getting really good. You know, I could say, and it's a great language. It's powerful. Because you speak Japanese from your chest, it makes you feel strong. Hey there. Yeah, very strong. Whereas English you speak from the head and the chest. You know, do you know what I mean? You speak it head and chest. You wouldn't know this. You wouldn't know this if you listen to many coastal girls in America. Like I've been in places like California where women insist on speaking English from their nose, which is not the correct. Yeah, like, oh my God, are you guys gonna like do this? And I was like there with Tiffany, and we were talking, and that's not the right way. You're not using your lungs. I know this because when I choked her, she sounded exactly the same. Then she's like, oh my God, you're like totally choking me right now, and I can't breathe, and this is so not on. I am so gonna tweet about this. This is like the worst thing ever. Oh, I am so dying. OMG. You know, it's horrible. Whereas Japanese is strong. Japanese, you speak from the chest, you know. A lot of the Americans are learning Chinese, I've seen. You know, Chinese, I see people say, you gotta learn Chinese. They're taking over. Chinese. Ni hao ma. Shi shi ni. Chinese. It's too late. It's too late to learn Chinese. It's over. No, it's true. It's true. Because it's also one of the hardest languages in the world. I mean, how do you learn Chinese now? Just, you know, they've got over 10,000 characters in the alphabet. You know this? 10,000 characters. We've got 26 in English. And there's still people going, what comes after Q? 26. This is, you know, 10,000 they've got. That's super smart. Although they must have the worst Sesame Street in the world. It must suck being a Muppet in that country. I can just see them on a Monday morning singing to the kids. 5 years later, it's just horrible. Horrible.
Hey there, thanks for watching. Now, all I need you to do is click on that little circle on your screen. Yeah, yeah, that one. Oh, yeah, just like that. Hold on. Yeah, click. Nice.
That's why Jacob has been different, because a lot of people panic in South Africa. They panic, you know, when it comes to our politicians because of this. You know, they just don't understand them. Especially around election time. That's when you see the most panic in South Africa. It's always been the case. From our first democratic elections in 1994. Remember that? Nelson Mandela was about to become president. Most of the country was overjoyed. A few people were worried. You heard them whispering, I'm leaving. I'm going to Australia, Mary. I'm going. It's been fun, but it's time to go, hey? Because you know now they're going to take over. It's time to go. I'm leaving. I'm going to Australia. Then Nelson Mandela became president. And they all stayed. He's a wonderful man. Wonderful man. Oh, he's such a wonderful... If it wasn't for him, I would have left, hey? Wonderful man. Oh, he's amazing, yeah. He's really great. I love him. He's amazing. You thought they were over it, but next elections, people panicked again. Thabo Mbeki, about to become president, people lost it. I'm leaving. I'm going to Australia, Mary. I'm going. This time I'm going. You know that now that Mandela's gone, they're going to eat us, hey? It's only a matter of time. I'm leaving. I'm going to Australia. But once again, Thabo became president, and they all stayed. He left. No, shame. No, shame. Then we had Kgalema Motlanthe. Wasn't that crazy? Kgalema Motlanthe. He's like our interim president. Didn't want to touch anything. He was that guy, eh? No one knew what to get of him. It was just like crazy. People lost their minds even worse. I can't believe it. I didn't even vote. What the hell? 1 minute I go to bed and Thabo Mbeki's our president. And the next thing you know, I wake up and we've got Kgalema Motlanthe. I can't believe it. I'm going to Australia. I'm going. But then once again, thankfully, they stayed. And then it got interesting. Because then it was the turn of Jacob Zuma. Ooh. The original boogeyman. People panicked again, although it was different. For the first time in South African history, you heard black people going, Eish, how much is that ticket to Australia again? Jacob knew he had to go big or go home. He knew there was only one way from where he was, and that was down. Jacob was like, they will remember me one way or another. Utata might be the father of the nation, but I will be the father of a nation. I wanted Jacob to be a madman. I wanted him to be totally crazy, you know. I wanted him to not give a damn, walk into Parliament 4 hours late, his top undone, belly hanging out, walk in like nothing's wrong in the world. Everyone's been waiting for him running in, singing. Helen Zilla in the corner. Jacob, you late, Jacob. Jacob, we've been waiting for you for 4 hours. You can't come. Hey, shut up, Wena. Shut up. Late for who? Late for who? It's my time now. Shut up, Wena. Jacob Zuma, unlike the rest of us, doesn't conform. He doesn't conform to the norms, you know? Doesn't conform to the laws of grammar and punctuation as we mere mortals. No. No. Not our president. Comma, for who? For you, maybe, not me. Comes out there, confidence, cadence, wherever he pleases, reading out.
we have and always will be proud members of the ANC. And as such, we are proud supporters of the development of rural areas. And as such, it is of utmost importance to note that 2011 is the year for us all to party. Yes, Pete. And so forth. Let it not be a blame game. Let us understand that I, Jacob Zuma, am not a country on my own. Zuma comes out and he goes, hey, I'm not perfect. I'm human. I make mistakes, just like you. Now and again, I will make a mistake. And another one. No. But hey, who's perfect? I look at Jacob Zuma and he strikes me as the kind of person who's on Facebook, you know? He's just got that vibe to him. No, you can see Facebook people. Some people look like Facebook people, some people don't. He strikes me as a Facebook person. He strikes me as that kind of guy, you know? In the presidential office in the morning, he's sitting there, getting everything ready, and he chills, gets into it. www.facebook.com. Hello? No, I'm very busy now, very busy. Yeah, I'm writing a speech. Yeah. About the world. Yeah, okay, bye-bye. Log in, username, Jacob, Zoom. Yeah. Julius! Julius! Yeah? Where's you? I'm here. This guy is stupid, man. You Zuma. Log in. Status update. Jacob is feeling frisky. Send all the single ladies. Now put their hands up. Shmam. Lick it up. No mention and intention. Friend request. Accept. Oh, hello. Accept. Kim Jong. Accept. Gaddafi. Accept. Hey, accept. Hey, Helen Zille. Ignore. Never. Wants to see my photos. Yeah. Coming here with. What's happening here? Julius. Invitation. No, man, Julius, I don't want to be a vampire, man. Decline. This guy. What? Obvious, Team Jacob. Stupid question. Coming here with those things. Okay. Mbeki is online now. Okay. Check the status. Mbeki is an African. Comment. Mbeki is unemployed. Send. Like. Poke. Super poke. That guy, man, what's happening here? Barack, still no response. This guy is not serious. He doesn't send Barack friend request all the time. Doesn't even message. Dear Barack, it's me, Jacob. Why don't you want to be my friend? Huh? He looks like he could type that, eh? H-U-H, huh? For some reason, I feel like this is a great portrayal of Jacob. I feel like this seems like how he'd type on a keyboard. I've never seen him, but I don't know. I feel like, he seems like this kind of guy. But then seems like a finger typer. Because I don't know, with standard 2, I don't think he's. No, I didn't mean it bad. Whoa, who was like, whoa? I'm just saying, because by saying whoa, you saying, Trevor, I disagree with you. I think it's pretty reasonable to assume that Jacob Zuma types like this. He's a 70 word per minute kind of guy. Is that, that's what you use. Although, mind you, what you're also saying is the guy who speaks like those who 1, 2, that guy. What you're saying is all of a sudden when he gets on a keyboard, then he goes from those wick, and then when he's on a keyboard, all of a sudden magically he's like, hey gang, how you guys doing? OMG, being president is super hard. Why is Helen Ziller always on my case? WTF, loser. And Greta said the funniest thing the other day, and I was like, LMFAO. He's super hilarious. Anyway, gotta go, gotta get back to work. Okay, smiley. No, he's that guy. He's
We got the cutest president in the world, and you guys don't respect him. You don't appreciate him. He got that cute face with that grin, just looks like he could have been like one of those kids in the Jet magazine, just He's super cute, man. How could you hate on Jacob Zuma? He looks like a little Zulu Ninja Turtle, man. He's so, he does, You could see him in the crew. Leonardo, Raphael, Michelangelo, Jacob, Kawapanga. Oh, I miss Jacob so much. And you people were torturing while I was away. You were torturing him. How could you do that? Painting horrible pictures of Jacob Zuma. You guys are disgusting. The man, Jacob, on the mountain with the wind blowing through where he'd have hair. Just him, Jay-Z, and Mini-Me. Although it wasn't that mini though, you have to admit. No, it was a pretty solid picture. Well, not solid, but you know what I'm just saying, if it was me, I wouldn't have been offended by that, eh? I would have been there at the gallery every day, just posing and waiting for people. They'd be like, yeah, hello ladies, hello. Hello nice, hello. Take a picture there, take a picture. They must know. So strong and so confident. People were like, this picture, it's racist. This picture, disrespectful. It wasn't even that disrespectful. I know you might not like it, and that's your personal opinion. But it wasn't that. Just even the name of the picture was strong and powerful, Jacob Zuma, the spear. The symbol of the Zulu nation for hundreds of years. Made famous by King Shaka himself. Conquering army after army with the spear. Umkhonto wesizwe. The spear of the nation. The spear. It's not like that guy called it the pocket knife. The spear, big and manly. That's why our president didn't complain. Jacob Zuma did not complain once because he understands art. He's cultured. Because the guys around him complaining about it on his behalf. I hate it when people do that. He wasn't even offended. They ran to him like little kids tattletaling. Jacob! Jacob! Yes. What happened now? Jacob! It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Did you see what they did? Did you see they painted you? They painted you. It's like, there's no paint on me. I'm fine. No, sorry, my bad. They painted a picture of you. They painted, just show him the picture. Just show him the picture. And they came running with the picture and they showed it to him. But Jacob Zuma, he's a chilled out guy. He doesn't have time for these things. He probably didn't even see anything. He was just like, I don't see anything wrong with this. Oh. The giggling Casanova has no time for these trivial pursuits. I wouldn't be shocked if Jacob's having the time of his life right now in the presidential bedroom. He's found himself a new romantic game to play with the ladies. And you know he's romantic. I mean, that many kids, that many wives, he knows what it's about. You know? He's there, covered himself in body paint. Playing Barry White in the background. Gets to the bedroom door looking all sexy. Looking in the door at his wife. Number 2. Are you ready for this beer? She's there like, ooh, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And he's like, ready or not? Here I come. Jacob Zuma was in the balcony waving at everybody, you know, because elections are coming up, so you're going to see him everywhere now. Just there waving. Yeah, you're going to see him in the streets waving. You're going to see him at the rallies dancing. Yeah, he's going to be out shaking hands, kissing babies, mostly his babies, but still, vote for me. Because he knows he has to connect with the people. The ANC's having a tough time right now. This is one of the worst times in ANC history. Highest levels of corruption, lowest levels of service delivery. The ANC is just a shadow of its former self. Yeah. People in the ANC are disgusted by the ANC. They stand there like, ANC. Man. No, man, enough, man. No. Come on, ANC. They say this while looking in the mirror. Come on, ANC. Can do better, man. Come on, man. It's gotten bad. It's so bad. Even Kgalema Motlanthe doesn't go anywhere with Jacob. Have you noticed this? Vice president, but you never see them together. Because Kgalema's like, I don't want that guy. Always tells Jacob's like, let's go, Kgalema. He's like, I'll meet you in front. Go. No, Dr. Pambili. Hamba wena. Dr. Pambili. It's gotten bad. Who do you vote for? Mampele Rampele. It's a fun name. Won't make me vote for you, though. Yes. Dr. Mampele. Used to date Steve Biko, so she knows about the struggle. She's intelligent, an elderly black woman. And she came out. She denounced the ANC. She said, the ANC is not what it used to be in this country. As black people, we need to stand up and realize that change is needed. Vote for Ahang, wait, and vote for change. And we're like, yeah, you go, girl. And then she made a big mistake. She challenged Jacob Zuma directly, head to head. But she used money as her platform. Big mistake. Never bring money up around Jacob, ever. No, because I don't know if you've noticed, our president never admits to money. There's always money around him, but it's never his. Always. Oh, it's the Sheikh's money, it's the Gupta's money. It's never his money. He's always there like, no, it's not mine, it's not mine. It's not mine, it's not mine. I don't know, it's not mine, it's not mine. Yeah. Building a house for 250 million rand. Jacob, where the hell is that money coming from? I have a bond for 800,000 with FNB. I got 800,000, 250 million. That's not my problem. My calculator said it's fine. Mampele tried to challenge him. She came out one day. She said, Jacob Zuma has not declared his income as our president. He does not tell Parliament how much money he has. We want to know how much he has and how much he gets from other people. I will lead by example. I, as Mampele Rampele, have 55 million rand. Jacob, how much do you have? People were like, yeah, how much do you... Whoa. Come again? 55 million. Where did you get that money? It's like, I'm on the board of many companies. I work very hard. Yeah, even me, I work hard. But 55 million. How much overtime is that one? 55. We had to be 55 million. It's like, no, I worked for it. We want to know, where does Jacob get his money? Hey, don't worry about that guy, lady. Don't worry. We know where he got it. He stole it. But you, we had to be 55 million. I don't know who to vote for anymore. Because you can't make jokes about Robert Mugabe in Zimbabwe. If you do this, then you get arrested and sent to prison for mocking the president, right? And so I know I would go there and I wouldn't be able to resist. Like, I'd just be like, hey, my style. And then I'm in jail. Which normally wouldn't be such a bad thing, because what would happen in an international incident like that is normally your president would just come there and then he would ask for you to be released and taken back to your country. That's all. But now, I don't know if that guy would come and fetch me. I can see him sending Mugabe the email now. It's fine, Bob. Keep him. Jacob Zuma hasn't smiled in months. He was our laughing president. You guys remember that? Huh? He was that guy. I haven't seen him laugh. For months he's been there in Parliament in a corner. And the funniest thing is, he introduced us to Julius Malema. That's the craziest thing about this whole situation. It's a thin line between love and hate. He introduced us to Julius Malema. That was his guy. He came with him, and we were the ones asking questions. We saw Julius in the beginning. It was almost like Jacob Zuma brought us a little puppy, a little ANC puppy. And it was like, hey guys, this is my puppy Julius. And we were like, oh, this is interesting. Hey, Jacob, your puppy took a shit on the carpet. And he was like, oh, that's not my problem. Good dog. We're like, hey, Jacob, your puppy's chewing our shoes. Like, that's not my problem. Good dog. Now the puppy's grown up, biting the owner. Zuma's legs are there. They're like, hey, Futzak, pay back the money. Futzak, guys, help me. And we there like, that's not our problem. Good job. Have you guys seen our president? Huh? Have you seen him lately? Oh, man. He's back. He's back and better than ever before, you know? The last few months have been so taxing on him. People fighting with him in Parliament, shouting things at him. He's been stressed, sitting in a corner, quiet, all to himself. And then he found out that he would be paying nothing, absolutely nothing for the upgrades at Nkandla. And he walked into Parliament, a new man. Had a bounce in his step. He had his swag back. Jacob 2.0. I mean, he's still doing the same things, making the same mistakes, but now he has a certain level of panache. I saw him mess up a speech the other day, stumbled on a word like he always does. This time, though, he didn't frown, he didn't get stressed. He just worked through it. And here we can clearly see there are red marble. A marble red marble. A premeditated. Just came back and he handled it. I love how he just stepped away and did the cutest little, I don't even know what he was doing there. He just does like a little, almost like he's just moving his brain to the other side of his head. Like he knows when it's in the wrong place, it doesn't, he just shook it up. And he came back in. Even the way he handled the scandal was powerful. We thought for sure that Nkandla would be his downfall, and yet Jacob Zuma took something so serious, he turned it into a joke and threw it back in our faces. Where we are clearly living in a place where there is a poverty of politics, people asking questions, but they don't want answers, questions, more answers. We're investigating, they ask again, questions, more answers. Then in Parliament, we're here, point of order, yes, Nkandla.
Thixo waseGeorge Koch. Who's this guy? Huh? He's just shrugging it off, evading, maneuvering. Never mind the Nkandla joke. I love the fact that he rolled his eyes. That blew my mind. I've never seen Jacob Zuma do that. He looked over and he was like, oh. When did Jacob Zuma start rolling his eyes? That's not something he does. Jacob Zuma doesn't roll his eyes, guys. Yeah. In fact, presidents don't roll their eyes. It's not a very presidential thing to do in parliament, to roll your eyes at the opposition. Even the most defiant rulers in the world don't roll their eyes. When the UN is telling the leader of North Korea to stop making nuclear weapons, you don't see Kim Jong-un going, oh, whatever. You don't roll your eyes. But Jacob Zuma did. And he did it in style. I want to know where he learned it, how he learned it. Has he been doing this for a while? Yeah, because rolling your eyes is part of an attitude. You don't just roll your eyes. If you roll your eyes, you got that sass, you bitchy, you know? Is he doing more than that? Now I see Jacob in a totally different light. Now I'm picturing him hanging out with the rest of the ANC comrades, chatting about these problems. President, they want to know where's the money, Mr. President. Where did the money go? And he's like, I'm in relicas. Over and over, they keep asking me. I mean, literally, I'm dying now. Like, can't they get over it? Like that Musi guy, get a life already. Jeez, just because you hang with white chicks. I mean, please, whatever. Is that what he's doing? And if he is, where did he learn that? Where do you learn to roll your eyes at that age? That's what I want to know. It's not your friends. It's not your colleagues. It's probably your kids. Yeah, you learn bad habits at home. Jacob Zuma probably learned it from one of his children in the house. One of his daughters, maybe. She was going out for a night with her friends, caught her as she was leaving. Hey, Wentombazan, where are you going dressed like that? Dad, I told you, I'm going out with my friends. I'm going to a party. First of all, you are already in a party. Secondly, no daughter of mine will dress like that. Go and change. Oh, Dad, what are you doing? You're killing me. Come on, why are you doing this? I can dress however I want. I'm old enough. Hey, you will do as I say. As long as you are living under my roofs, which I have paid for with other people's monies, you will obey me. Go and change. Oh, Dad, come on. Why are you doing this? Everyone else dresses like this. All the other kids do it. Are all the other kids my children? You never know. Eh? Don't come in this house with that DA attitude. Go and change now. Whatever. What was that? What did you just do? I didn't do anything, Daddy. Don't lie to me. I saw it. You did something with your eyes. It looked like the Undertaker. But they came back. What was that? I just rolled my eyes, Dad. Girl, it made me feel so insignificant. What you did there made me feel like you did not acknowledge the seriousness of this situation. Can you teach me how to do that? Yeah, like, it's easy. Like, you just roll your eyes. If someone says something you don't like, then you're just like, whatever. Whatever. No, Dad, whoa, that's too much. It's too much. You just gotta loosen up, you know? Just be like, whatever. Whatever. I think I got it. No, you don't have it, Dad. You're rolling your head. You're supposed to roll your eyes. And my eyes are where? Exactly. And he was off. Ready to roll, baby.
And he did. He rolled straight into Parliament, shut it down, turned Nkandla into a joke. You can't bring Nkandla up anymore. It's over now. You say Nkandla in Parliament, people laugh at you. Yeah, immediately. What about Nkandla? It's done. It's done. Just, you know, I love it so much. You know what I love most about the Nkandla thing? A lot of people don't realize this. Jacob Zuma was making a joke out of Nkandla, yes. But what was more interesting to me is the fact that he was mocking Mmusi Maimane, the leader of the DA. A lot of people didn't pick this up. When he's doing the whole Nkandla, he's mocking Mmusi Maimane's Model C English accent. That's what he's doing. Jacob Zuma thinks that he speaks funny. That is priceless. Jacob Zuma sits in Parliament watching Mmusi Maimane speak, like, and we'd like to know about the allocation of funds, more especially regarding the homestead at Nkandla, and whether, and he's like, this guy talks so funny. Nkandla, would you like some tea with your crumpets? Marshmallow. Jacob Zuma is laughing. That's just beautiful. I don't know how much of it is true or not. What I do know is, if Jacob Zuma was allowing the Guptas to control our country and choose our ministers, then it wasn't my president being corrupt to me. It was the Guptas telling him what to do. It's like Julius said, the Guptas were in his ear all along. They were inside his ear all along. And you know the way Julius sounded, it sounded amazing. Because like, I get the phrase when they go, they were in his ear. But he said they were inside his ear. It sounded like the Guptas were actually inside Jacob Zuma's ear. Which actually would have made sense when you think about it. What if they were inside his ear the entire time? How do we know that every single time Jacob Zuma was speaking to us as a nation, he was actually telling us what the Guptas were saying to him? Like he had one of those earpieces that they have on those hidden camera shows, you know? Like he was there in Parliament, outside Parliament, there was a van with the Guptas sitting inside it. Hello, Jacob. Jacob. Jacob, I've activated your earpiece. You're going to repeat everything that I tell you, okay? Jacob, Jacob. Can you hear me, Jacob? Can you hear me? Roger. No, it's Atul. This is Atul here, Jacob. I know who it is, guys. I've got it. I know who it is. Okay, let's just make sure levels are all correct, Jacob. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, what do you want to do? No, 1, 2 like 3. 1, 2 like 3. 1, 2 like 3. Oh, okay. I've got you guys, so I must just repeat everything that you say. Yes, you're going to repeat everything, Jacob. Okay, it's going to be very complicated. I'm trying to listen to you while also speaking. We understand, Jacob, but you know, we've already made a plan, you and us. So repeat everything that I say, okay? Okay, I will repeat everything. And that's probably why things went wrong. Because I don't know if you've ever tried to listen to someone while talking to someone else. Your mind jams. Yeah, that's why Jacob Zuma could never deliver a speech. It's not that he couldn't read, he couldn't listen. He couldn't listen and speak at the same time. I used to watch him and be like, what's going on, Jacob? Kinkari, your YouTube is buffering. What's happening here? This is why data must fall. But it turns out, he was just listening the entire time. There he was in Parliament. The praise singer said his name as he came. Jacob Zuma! Jacob Zuma came out to the podium. His earpiece was ready. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Proud South Africans, and Indians especially, We are doing well in this country. We are doing well in this country, and also don't listen to the news. Don't listen to the newspaper. The newspapers, even though what they say is right sometimes. Also, there is no problem with the ANC. Also, there is no problems with the ANC. The membership is growing. Membership is growing. We currently have 939,360,000. 39 million, 63 and 62. 39 million, 390, I said 900 million, 62,000, no, Jacob, you're missing the point, 100 million, no, Jacob, come on, man, listen properly, listen properly. Listen properly. No, Jacob. Listen properly. 900 million. Give me a pen there. Hey, Pelele. No, Jacob. 100 million. 39 million. 63,000. Oh. What are you doing? Jacob, no, man. That was just a tickle and a cough. Tickle as a church cough. Okay, this is going wrong, Jacob. Abort, Jacob. Abort. I bought. They were in his ear the entire time. I miss South Africa, man. I miss it. I watch Parliament now again. I went straight into it, watching the vote of no confidence. I was so stressed. I don't know about you, but I was so stressed. I was like, please, don't let Zuma go, please. Don't let Zuma go. My jokes, all of my jokes, please.